A couple was quarreling with each other. Did you earn any money? No, I didn't. Why can't you earn even a little money these days? Don't come home without any income. Just kill yourself by hitting your head against the edge of the tofu. Get out. I can't die by hitting my head against the edge of tofu. You can. Get out. Idiot. Never come back again. He left home. How hateful my wife is. As soon as I come home, she always tells me to get out. What a woeful man I am. I wonder if I should commit suicide. I'll jump into a river. No, I'm good at swimming, even though I have no money. As he walked along the road, he was surprised to notice a huge tree by the roadside. What a huge tree this is. I didn't know there was such a tall tree here. That's it. I'll kill myself by hanging from this tree, but I don't know how to hang myself, because I've never tried before. What shall I do? I'll teach you. An old man in white appeared in front of him, all skin and bones. He seemed to be over 80. He had many lines on his face and body. I'll teach you. Who in the hell are you? I'm a god of death. I'll teach you how to hang yourself. A god of death. Go away. It's no use. I can fly to you on the wind wherever you are. You can't die now because you still have a long lifetime ahead. Even though I'm a god of death, I can't kill a man who has a certain lifespan. You're struggling for money, aren't you? Why not try the task I tell you to do? You'll be sure to earn a lot of money. I don't want to do a job like pulling the legs of men who hang themselves. It's not that kind of job. You should be a doctor. You'll earn a lot of money. A doctor? I've never taken anyone's pulse. You don't have to worry about that. If you can help patients who have been bedridden for a long time, you'll be a good doctor. If you visit them, you'll see a god of death beside them. Only you can see him. If he sits at the patient's bedside, it's no use helping him, he has little time left. But if the god sits at their feet, they'll be saved, they still have time. All you have to do is recite a charm. The god must return home when he hears the charm. I don't know such a charm. I'll teach you. But never forget that you must not help the patients. When the god is at their bedside, something terrible will happen to you. I'll tell you only once. Listen and remember and clap your hands twice. Question mark what? Tell me once more. He clapped his hands twice. The god disappeared. Mr. Death. Mr. Death. He disappeared. This may be because I recited the charm. He came home and noticed that he was alone. His wife and children had left. He wrote doctor on the chopping board in the kitchen, and hung it under the eaves. Soon, a stranger visited him. Good evening. Who? Landlord? I'm sorry, but would you come again, and get the rent next month? I'll pay you then. I'm not a landlord. You're not a landlord. So, are you Mr. Rice Dealer? I'm not a rice dealer. Is this the house where a doctor lives? Doctor? No, I'm a. Oh, yes, I remember. I'm a new doctor. Excuse me, but I'm from Chico-yo in Nihonbashi. Are you from that famous store? To tell the truth, our master has been bedridden for a long time. Several famous doctors in Edo visited him, but they all said, it's too late. In the end, we consulted a famous fortune teller, who said, you go southeast and visit the house, where there's a sign that says doctor. The doctor who lives there will cure your master of his disease. So I'm here. If you can cure him, we'll pay you a lot of money. You'll give me a lot of money if I cure him? Is that true? Let's go at once. They reached a big store. Indeed, a god of death was sitting at the patient's feet, just as he had been told. Lucky. He'll get well. Do you see that just because you're watching him, several famous doctors in Edo gave him up? Yes, I do. Will you really give me a lot of money if I cure him? Yes, we'll give you as much money as you want. Then I'll do it at once. Though I'm a doctor, I'm also a fortune teller. Today, I'll cure him as a fortune teller. Pan. Pan. As soon as the god of death disappeared, the dying master opened his eyes and began to speak. I'm hungry. I want to eat something. It's a miracle. We'll pay you 100 Rio. The rumor spread throughout the town. He was asked to cure patients many times. 9 times out of 10, a god of death was sitting at the patient's feet. He became richer and richer until he gave his wife a little money to get rid of her, and their child lived in a luxurious house and indulged in many luxuries. Soon, he began to think of himself as a living god. If a god of death was sitting at a patient's bedside, he would leave immediately, saying, I'm sure this patient will not survive. As he got out the front door, the patients would pass away. He became well known as one of the best doctors in town. However, from a certain day, more often than not, A god of death was sitting at the bedside. He gradually became poorer and poorer while living in luxury. I want money. One day, a woman visited him. Excuse me, but I'm from Daikoku, your shop in Shinagawa. My husband has been bedridden for a long time. Would you please come and see him? We'll give you as much money as you want. When he visited the patient, a god of death was sitting at his bedside. It's no use. He has no time left. I know I'm asking too much, but please let him live another 15 days. We'll give you 1,000 Rio. I want that money, but, if you say so, please let him live another 10 days. We'll give you 2,000 Rio. I do want that money, but, if you say so, please let him live another only 5 days. We'll give you 5,000 Rio. 5,000 Rio. I'm dying for that money. I want to help him, but, we'll never ask you for anything again. Please help him with your wisdom and technique. Wisdom, come to me, he whispered to her. Is it possible for you to call 4 men here? I'd like them to sit at each corner of the bed one by one. I'll signal them with my eyes and tap my knee when I want them to turn the bed. The head part goes to the foot part, and the foot part goes to the head. Do you understand? Each man sat at the corner of the bed. All through the night, the god stared at the patient. But at dawn, the god began to doze off. Thank God. He gave a signal and tapped his knee. 4 men lifted the bed and turned it around quickly. Pan. Opening his eyes, the god was surprised. Though he was sitting at the patient's bedside, he was now sitting at his feet. Hearing the charm, he had to disappear. Doctor, we thank you so much for helping my husband. This is the money I promised. When he was drinking at a small restaurant at night, the old man appeared before him. You did something outrageous, didn't you? I have things I'd like to show you. Come here. Follow me. The old man walked into the darkness, and he followed him. Please don't walk so fast. I can't see anything in the darkness. Where are we? Come here. They arrived at a place where many candles were lit. What are these candles? These represent human lifetimes. This long one that is blazing has a long lifetime, doesn't it? Whose lifetime is this? Did you notice it? It's a fatality, isn't it? This belongs to the child you abandoned, whose lifetime is the half one that is sparkling next to it. That belongs to your wife, whose lifetime is the short one that is fading out. That's yours. It's joking, isn't it? You said, you have still lifetime, didn't you? That candle that is lighted over there used to be yours, but you sold your life from greed at 5,000 Rio. I don't know, Mr. Death, do put my life back as it was. It's absolutely impossible. Once it's changed, we can never put it back. So I said, never help the patients when the god sits at their bedside. Something terrible will happen to you. You sold your life at 5,000 Rio. I don't want money. You said that you couldn't kill a man who had a certain lifetime. Help me, please. How hopeless you are. I have a candle I've just lighted. You may be able to live longer. The god handed it to him. Don't tremble. If you tremble, it will go out. If it goes out, you'll be dead. Don't tremble. Please don't say anything. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to die. It will go out. If it goes out, you'll be dead. It will go out. It went out. It went out. You lost your life from greed. But I'm speaking. It's not you but your soul that is speaking. You should go to the small restaurant where you met the old man. You'll see your dirty and ugly dead body there.